My name is Olonera, but I prefer to be called Uloni. I'm from Imbali, Pietermaritzburg.
My name is Glenda Landel. I'm Senior Library Assistant at the Eastwood Library in Pietermaritzburg.
I'm working at Gay Lesbian Network.
Okay, my name is Nomfundo Dlamini from Esinatini, Ward 11. I'm working as a library assistant in Georgetown Library.
I am from Imbali, Unit 13.
My name is Tobeka Pengu. I'm from Durban, originally from Durban, but I've been in Maritzburg for about 10 years.
Dumelang Makaetso ke Dumsane Makai from Maritzburg.
My
name is Janet Trisk and I'm the priestess and alphagenes just across the street from the GLA.
With the Gay Lesbian Network, I started in late 2005 as a volunteer up until now, but now I'm an outreach coordinator.
The library has hosted many workshops that the Gay Lesbian Network has had at the library. And also we've been introducing other people that are outsiders to come and to actually join them for their workshops, because I think it's really informative for the public and the community to get involved as well.
We have been receiving the training with them. We attended their workshop and they are very educative, their workshop, and very informative.
I've just experienced a lot in such a way that it has just opened in another eye level for me, just to understand on how the gay and lesbian people are and how they need to be treated and the way that we should try and accept them in our community. So that has helped me a lot to understand them, to get close to them, to become friends with them. So they've just opened a wide mindset in me.
I am the Creating Enabling Environments Program Coordinator. I work with stakeholders of the Gay Lesbian Network, educating them on different issues that the LGBTI face, as well as sensitizing them on what it is to be LGBTI, as well as ways in which you can approach and deliver services to LGBTI.
We started working with the network in 2014. The first time I approached the network, I was actually doing my honors exam on hate crimes, and I approached them asking for pamphlets and everything like that. After that, I approached them for an exhibition. I wanted to do an exhibition, a hate crimes exhibition. And since then, it's been happening almost every year. I also work with the drama group now. I've been working with the drama group for about 2 years. Basically, what the drama group does as part of the network, it uses art for advocacy and awareness campaigns. So we perform at different places, different events, different workshops done by the Gay Lesbian Network.
Been involved in a kind of like I'm in a library where is a center for the community. So we involve all the NGOs that uplift our community, as well as involved in the skill development and those who need like social development, where we involve gays as well as community uplifting.
We started more than a year and a half with the Gay Lesbian Network. We've done a lot of things. One, it's the issue where they had to engage with the staff in terms of educating the staff around the issues that are involved around the gays and the lesbians. They also supported us in terms of supplying us with a number of commodities that includes the pamphlets, the different condoms, the lubricants and the posters, which we are still using some of those commodities in our facility. And our client, they have benefited from the pamphlets that they have given to us. They also appreciated the condoms that they have distributed to us, and also the lubricant.
On a kind of formal basis, we've been involved in sharing our space, which is really important. We've got quite a lot of space, and it's nice to share that with the GLN. But also to support the work of advocacy in particular. And just to be friends with our neighbours, I guess, yeah.
It is important for GLN to continue with the work they're doing. As a person who's being an LGBTI living in townships and rural areas, you find it there are a lot of hate crimes that are happening around townships, and you can't even express yourself amongst the family that, as well as the community that you live in. It is because now they're like paving the way for us to be able to be who we are and to be able to express ourselves. With the advocacy for advocating for LGBTI rights, they've done a lot in my community actually. Because when I started with the Gay Lesbian Network, for me it was difficult. It was hard for me to be who I am, and that's why I just started, because I saw that I needed a family that will understand me, a family that will know me and understand me, and that's why I started volunteering at Gay Lesbian Network, and then it gave me that platform, not only the platform to be who I am, and a platform to also help other people and assist other people for them to be free and express themselves the way they want it to be.
I think it's important that the work continue in the community, because a lot of people are ignorant, and also they make a lot of misconceptions about what it's about, and also what the whole concept of gay and lesbian actually means.
Very important, because they make the community to be aware and to accept all the sexual orientation. Yeah, just to familiarize everybody that there are people who are existing LGBT, to accept the parents to accept their young ones.
I think it should continue, and I think it mustn't end here in the library and in these workshops. It must even go to the ward committees and stuff, because there are lots of people there that are like hiding their feelings, their thoughts, their well-being, just because of the discrimination. They are so afraid of being isolated from their communities. But if only this network can be taken to, this workshop can be taken to the neighborhoods, maybe people will learn to understand them more seriously, or more like they have a clear understanding of how these guys and these people should be treated, because they are same as us. They are not different from us. It's just that their way of doing things, it needs to be understood, and it needs to be taught to some people so that they'll understand their way of doing things.
I believe it's important because people fail to understand that before you are LGBTI, you're a human first. And this causes problems because they get treated differently, they get discriminated against. People don't believe that they have certain rights just because they're LGBTI. So homophobia is a huge issue within the sectors that I work in. So working for stakeholders, working with police, nurses, we face a lot of issues where people are turned away and discriminated against just because they're LGBTI. And this affects a lot of issues. People are not informed on their rights. People are not educated on what it is, processes that they need to take when they encounter issues such as GBV, encounter issues such as hate crimes, encounter issues such as secondary victimization within the police station. And where you get a case where someone is raped and someone has been attacked, they'll go to the police station and the police officer will just ask them that, will just say, yes, it's a good thing that they did it, because why are you the way that you are? And then you encounter secondary victimization by the police where they humiliate you. Nurses take turns looking at your SCI, trying to make fun of the way that you are, the person that you are. I think it's important that people are educated on our gender, the sex of a person, and to understand that everyone has rights and everyone should be treated equally as the the Constitution says. So I think it's very important that we do the work that we do, because we've encountered a lot of cases, and it's sad to see that even in this South Africa where our rights are protected, people are still being humiliated and violated, even by the people that are supposed to be delivering services to us and helping us. And to find that people need to go to church and they're discriminated against by pastors. People need to go to school but they're chased out of schools because they are lesbian. We also have the right to education and the right to be with who you want to associate with. It is the right that is in the Constitution. But the fact that we still encounter all these problems all the time is sad, because at the end of the day, as I said, you're a human first before you're LGBTI. We also have needs, we also have rights, and those need to be respected. And I think stakeholders need to understand this, and GLN is doing good work in trying to help them understand by bringing in different stakeholders and helping them come together and understand the issues that are faced by the LGBTI in order to make sure that everyone receives the right services and everyone gets the right delivery and the respect that they deserve when they do go to stakeholders.
I personally think that the work that is done by the network is very important, especially in KZN and in South Africa in general. I think it can be the biggest organization, LGBTI organization and human rights organization in the country, because we work with the groups on the ground. We work with communities. We involve communities and stakeholders, and I think the work that we do is very important, and I think it should continue.
I think it should continue because, as you know, that we are in the community where some communities are in a state of disadvantage in terms of knowledge about things as well as gays and lesbian. So in other way, I think it should continue because our parents, they got little knowledge about gays and lesbians, so they need to know about it. So that's the reason.
Yeah, in my view, I think it's critical for them to continue with their services. The reason being, they started this project, they introduced it to us, and the patient, they've shown the great interest, and I believe that they haven't reached all of the clients in our catchment population. Some of the patients, they still want more from them, because they are interacting also with this client out there in the community. So by giving them the opportunity to continue, I think and I believe it's going to assist the community at large so that they live longer.
Your word, justice, and that's what the church is about, is about the justice that Jesus calls us to include those who are pushed to the margins, and so I think that we're in the same business.